Welcome to the introduction of storage units. STB is isn't hasn't been supported for some time, and it's a really good like plug-in, and I really don't want to lose it, and but I can't maintain it the way it needs to be and update it the way it needs to be. So what we're going to do is we're going to um, slowly phase out STB, but we're going to replace all the items with a new plugin that I'm writing. And the first item is storage units, which will replace the BSUs and HSUs. Um, and the way we're going to phase the stuff out is the BSUs and HSUs will no longer be craftable, but they won't be removed. And so if you have them, they'll still work the same way. You just can't craft any new ones. And you need to move your stuff over to the new storage units. And then after we replace all the blocks like that, I'll give everybody a warning to go like a few weeks to get all their stuff moved, and then we'll remove STB. But this will probably take probably several months, and so don't be freaking out that you're going to lose your stuff or anything, because you're not. The storage units come in 5 different sizes, and I don't have the recipes yet, but they're going to be pretty simple recipes. The first one, which is the one I'm holding here, is going to be the wood. It's going to be crafted out of wood. And then the next one will be crafted out of bronze. And then lucky ingots, equip ingots, and then titan ingots. And okay. And this one has 9, 18, 27, 36, and 45. So let's use one. Let me get some blocks and show you how they work. So you just click the block and it puts it in the inventory up here. And for all intents and purposes, it's unlimited storage. I challenge anybody to fill one of these up. I think it's impossible. But it does show you the capacity, which is huge. But you left click for 64, right click for just 1, and shift click for 4 stacks of the item. The play button here sorts everything in your inventory, just like that, and you can see how many of each I have. This, right in default, it will remember empty slots. So if I empty one of these out, it will remember that leaves go here or grass goes here. You can turn it off, and then if you empty one out, it will turn it back to a blank one. The other option is lock empty slots, and now you can't put any new items in here. And the other thing is it does require power, but you can put stuff in it with no power, but you can't take stuff out unless you have power. That's one of the annoying things with HSUs is if it lost power, it would back up all your item routers and stuff because you couldn't place anything else in it. And so this way, even if you lose power, you can still sort all your stuff. And of course, you can pick them up and move them. And it shows you what I have in it. And there we go. There we go. And so it still holds what we have in it. And of course, there's different sizes, all the way up to this size. I'll probably I may or may not add holograms above it, and it won't tell you what's in them. You'll just be able to name them. Like if you want to get this one and just put all like logs and planks in here, and then just name it wood, or you'll be able to do that. Um, there is a real neat command that everyone has access to. It's called, you just do TB for Titan Box, and then do recover. And now it comes up here, and it shows you, if you look down here, it costs 10,000 to recover one. But it redraws all your storage units. So let's say if this one glitches out and gets removed, but it's still there, you can do recover, and it will place it back for you. And these two are ones that I have, but as you notice, they're not in my inventory. And I'm thinking they have to give me, I can recover these by just clicking on them. And here they are. That one already has stuff in it. Now, you can't, these aren't like HSUs and BSUs in the sense that the items are stored in them. These are more like ender chests, and they just give you an access point to the storage unit. You don't really have to worry about that. But basically what it boils down to is if I get two of these and I place one, if I place another one, it's going to remove it. And so basically you can't dub with it. And it's not a new storage unit. So I mean, you can sit here and you can recover as much as you want to. You're just wasting your money. And if somebody else gets them, you can't change ownership. So if you craft it, it's yours. Or basically, if you place it when it's a new storage unit, it's yours. And if somebody else gets it, it will just move it to their location. It's not like STB where you have to give permission. It just works with grief prevention. So if you put it in your claim, only people that have access to your claim has it. If you put it in wild, anybody can access it. It's very simple. And now I can't withdraw any, so I'll show you how I'll set up an energy network. Just to show you that you can withdraw the stuff. The energy for it is determined by the size. This requires little, this requires a lot. This right here shows you how much charge it has. So I can just right click, or there's the shift click, and then I can just click this and sort everything. And that's an example of the it's remembering the empty slots. I don't have any more, but it remembers that it was there. So if I turn that off, it of course resets the slots. And if you remove the energy network, there's the charge. That's where it comes in handy at. Let's go ahead. If you just click, you can see the charge is going down. And until it gets to 0, then you can't take any more out. It's almost ready. Hopefully I'll get this on the server today, so there may be a reset sometime today. If not, I'll get it out as soon as possible. There's still a couple of things, like I said, I'll try to add the little name. If not, you may just have to use signs if I don't get that out today. I'm going to integrate it into STB, so your item routers will be able to sort to these. And it, unless I decide to change it, the way I'm going to do with the item routers is it will sort to them regardless of where they are. So even if they're in your inventory, it will still be sorting to your storage units. You just, like I said, you can carry them around with you, but you can't access them unless you have power. It doesn't remember your charge down here. So I think that's pretty much everything. You'll have to look in the Slime Fund guide under Tier 5. I believe it's under Extra Tools is where they'll be located. And again, I haven't done a recipe, but I know how I want to do them. They'll be pretty simple. Like I said, wood to replace the BSUs, and then bronze, lucky, eclipse, and then of course this one will be titan. But let me know what you think, and thanks for watching.